The Ghana Health Service is, however, seeking media and community support to champion COVID-19 vaccination, as some communities in the region are refusing vaccination. Deputy Director of Health Services in charge of public health in the Central Region, Dr. Kwabena Sapon, indicates while some attribute their refusal to biblical grounds, others will simply decline on personal grounds. At a media briefing in Cape Coast, Dr. Sapon appealed to the media, opinion leaders, and the clergy to support the Ghana Health Service to achieve COVID-19 vaccination target of vaccinating 20 million Ghanaian citizens by the end of December 2021. Correspondent Richard Kwejonya has more.
The Central Region recorded its first case of COVID-19 on the 8th of April 2020. As at the 7th of December, 4,907 cases have cumulatively been recorded ever since the pandemic broke, with 98% of the cases recovered completely from COVID-19. At the last count, the total number of deaths stood at 31. According to the Ghana Health Service, the region does not have any active cases in any of the region's districts. Deputy Director of Health in charge of public health in the Central Region, Dr. Godfred Kwabena Sapon, says vaccination is ongoing, but some communities in the region do not want to be vaccinated. Dr. Sapon says they are still embarking on education and sensitization to help them through, and want opinion leaders, the media, and other well-meaning members of such communities to support the drive.
We have seen some pockets of community members who are refusing to take the vaccine. But we are continuing to engage with the relevant stakeholders, the assemblies, religious bodies, community opinion leaders, traditional authority, to make sure we cross that hurdle. Because there's no alternate preventive measure to the vaccination. We need to ensure that the majority of our community members take the vaccine. So that has been a major challenge to us. Of course, because it's been an exercise we started in March 2021, a lot of our health workers, who are to deliver services, are also engaged in the vaccination exercise. So we've seen some fatigue, because some of them are doing evening vaccination exercises. Some are moving to churches on Sundays that, other health workers are resting.
Central Regional Health Director Dr. Akosua Owusu-Sapon indicated even though the region has so far vaccinated over 400,000 people, it's shy of the estimated target of 1,700,000.
As people move through the airport, some may be incubating the disease, and they may come out as negative, but they get into the communities, which may be Central Region, and then they will start manifesting the condition, So though we haven't recorded any positive case of Omicron or even active case now, but as more people are getting into the country, and then we are having more social gatherings during Christmas, it's very likely that we will also record the Omicron and even more cases. That is why we keep saying that get vaccinated and adhere to the preventive protocols, because we don't even know whether some of us here are even incubating some of the Omicron virus. We don't know.
The Health Directorate explains that there are several outreach programs, such as visits to market centers, lorry stations, churches, mosques, and house-to-house to scale up the vaccination. She assures there are enough vaccines in the various health facilities across the region and urge the media to help educate and encourage the public to go for the vaccines. Reporting for JoyNews, Richard Kwejonya, Cape Coast.
Sure. Richard Kwejonya joins us with more. Richard, so far, how many people have been vaccinated in the Central Region? Do we know?
So, Aisha, the Health Directorate says that they vaccinated around 400,000 people in the region, and they are seeking to vaccinate more, but they have some challenges in some communities because some are kicking against the inoculation exercise. And so that is why they are seeking the support of community opinion leaders and other things to tell them that, well, this is where we are and there is no alternative apart from the vaccination. And so that is where they are.
Now, what are reasons being given by people who are refusing to vaccinate?
Well, so people are alluding to some biblical verses saying that if you receive the vaccine, it means that your body has been injected with the biblical 666. Others also say it's personal. Others also say that, well, they have not been vaccinated before and they would not take part in this vaccination exercise. So it all boils down to education and sensitization, as the regional health directive indicated. And so they are still moving from community to community. If you check the central region, they've been moving from one school to the other to ensure that people are vaccinated from one market to the other. So the drive is ongoing, but there are still people who are adamant and they wouldn't want to be vaccinated.
Now, the Ghana Health Service intends to get about 20 million people to be vaccinated across the country. This is going to be difficult with this kind of attitude being shown in the central region. How do they intend to gather people to participate?
Well, so as a measure, the Health Directorate is intensifying its education sensitization. That's why they want to bring the media persons on board, the traditional leaders and the community folk as well, to convince or even talk to such people that are holding such notion that they would not want to be vaccinated. And so they intend using all of these means. They want the church leaders, they want those who are leaders in the various religious sects to also get involved, to disabuse the minds of such people so they could get the target that they have set for themselves.
Kojo is a man in the central region. We're live from our studios in Kokomlemle and we're still on the polls. You can tweet at us with the hashtag The Pulse. You can join all our social media handles. It's on JoyNews on TV. My personal handle is at Denana Aisha. We take a break. We'll be back with more.